What's up everyone, Ryan here, and today I'm back with another Starfield video, and we are continuing our journey right where we left off. We did a couple of main missions in the last episode, and today we may do main missions, we may do more side missions, the Freestar Collective stuff that we haven't started yet. There's so much to do in this game.
What can I do for you, boss?
And let's go ahead and start the main quest here. So I believe...
You need something?
The mission we're on now is in this star system, so into the unknown. Sarah has asked me to go to the Eye, a star station that Constellation owns in orbit of Jemison. I need to meet with Vladimir Sao about finding more artifacts in the fringes of space. So that's what we're supposed to do right now. So we should just be able to just fly into space, theoretically.
Pressure holding. Takeoff observed.
One thing that
Stay
I wish...
in orbit or jump. Your call.
One thing that I wish throughout this game is... You know how it has that, like, transition scene? I wish that was the loading screen and then it just took you straight into space. I feel like they don't need that transition loading screen. Same thing like earlier, there's the enter into space and then moving from space. It'd be cool if that was the loading screen and there was no pause. 'Cause I know this game offers a whole lot, right? So this is quite a ways away. What if we get rid of our lasers? This. This could take the next 30 minutes. Right? There has to be a quicker way. Okay, so the Eye, no, the Eye is right. There's the Eye. Set course. Okay, we can travel to it. There we go.
The Eye is open to you, Constellation.
Oh no. We almost ran full speed into it. Whoops. If you all get some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Thank you, Sarah. You know, I kind of just let the game do all the work because it won't let me dock. But I'll take the credit 100%.
That was a pleasant change of scenery.
Captain Bruce, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Why would I not survive my most recent sleep cycle? Bosco? What did you do to us while we were sleeping? Okay. Moving on.
Hello.
Vladimir Sal.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Fitness. In here, I thought I was the only one in Constellation who worked out. Nice arms.
Ah, gotta pass the hours on the star station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me.
Just don't challenge him to an arm wrestling competition.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Someone should have grabbed you. It was incredible.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Understood. I need to check on these leads in person. Let's ask what the Sea of Light is.
No matter how good the scan, it's still just peeking at light, and she only has one speed.
Ultimately, we're not looking at a planet. We're looking at the radiation coming off a planet. And that takes years to get here.
Lot of interstellar bodies in the way, too. All that noise makes squaring the circle harder. Only going to be able to give you so many at once.
Understood. I need to check on these leads in person.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
Andreja? I wonder who that is. We know who Matau is. Who's Andreja?
Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most.
I'll keep an eye out for Andrea. It's not Andrea. He said Andreja? I'm gonna struggle saying that name.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
Your artifact search must be a full-time job.
That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the Eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or 2 your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right?
Yeah, I would like a few credits. Constellation's barely paid us. Survey data? I could get that for you.
Then we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium.
I have survey data? I think I do. So this is where we take our survey data.
You've tipped my ear.
We don't... We not... I wonder if to get the survey data, you have to like survey a whole planet. So you're retired from the Crimson Fleet? Didn't know that happened.
Usually doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
Was he basically giving
When you
us a
have
house?
moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Alright, let's see what Sarah has to say. Was she gonna turn us down again? We better wait to flirt again until we meet Andreja? I don't know.
I have an important
Don't know how to say
personal
it.
decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Okay. If it'll help you decide, I'm here to listen.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Making chief navigator sounds like quite an accomplishment.
Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
If this is too difficult for you, we don't have to continue.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
I would have done the same.
I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape.
Nothing you've described sounds like your fault.
Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
This is a tough one. I don't know the right thing to say, honestly. That's so sad. I don't know the right thing to say. I'm gonna say you can't blame yourself for what amounts to bad luck.
Bad luck. That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
I didn't know there was an us. Wait, you literally... Sarah, you're so confusing. What? What do you mean us? Okay, you can't get rid of me that easily. I never knew we were a thing. Huh. Should I ask? Worried about us? I'm kind of curious right now, honestly, because we flirted with her a few times, or she turned us down like 3 times. She said it's not you, it's me. That's like one of the worst things you can say.
You in deep thought or something?
Yeah, something like that, Sarah. Something like that. Don't worry, I'm here for you every step of the way.
After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja.
Well, let's not rush into things. We don't throw out that love word right now. That's because of falling in love with you. Let's settle down. Let's kind of back up a little bit. Let's think about this for a second. What is this? Wait. That's the choice we have now? We're throwing out the love word out there? Bit too early for that? I did not see this episode going this way. I just thought we were continuing the main story. I don't know. It's too early to lock in the romance, right?
Hello?
Well, hello there, Sarah. It's either I'll never stop having faith in you, Sarah. Nothing could get in the way of our friendship. We're partners. I'll always have your back, Sarah. Because I'm falling in love with you. Well, I don't think this should lock anything in, right? We haven't... That's a tough choice. Falling in love is a strong word. So if you all want to skip ahead past this conversation, just skip ahead 2 hours into the video. No, I'm just kidding, but I don't know what to say. This is a tough choice because one thing I don't know.
Awfully quiet.
Sarah, don't be so pushy. Never stop having faith in you, Sarah. Let's see if she turns me down, and that's because I'm falling in love with you, Sarah. A bit strong.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank.
Of course.
Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
You know, turn me down once. Okay. Turn me down twice. Okay. Turn me down 3 times. After saying I've fallen in love with you. Nope. I'm out. Wow, she is something else.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
I love that robot. I tell you, Sarah is something else.
After you, Captain.
And now just pretending like nothing
Hi,
happened.
Skipper. What do you need?
Bruce just throws out the L word out there, just completely shut down. Oh my, okay, let's go to the star map. Let's go find Andrasia. Where did we find her? We have 2 spots, right? Yaza or Procyon? What sounds like a place she would probably be? That's a good question. I'm gonna guess Procyon. Well, that was fast. Wow. That was extremely fast.
This is Faraday's budget tours. I have a request from people on the ship to talk with an actual ship captain. I'd appreciate it if you have the time.
Okay.
But if you don't, that is really alright.
I mean, I guess
You're under no obligation to respond. Well, surprise you returned a hail. Can I ask the first question? I'm still talking with the captain. Cindy will organize everyone into a queue. Are you sure you're up for this? This is a really fun crowd.
What is happening? I might regret this, but ask away.
The friendly captains agreed. Let's try and leave a good impression. First question.
Is being a ship captain non-stop thrills and excitement like living in that movie Return of the Interceptor?
Well, yes, it has been. A movie about me would be even more exciting.
Man, that sounds so glamorous.
I am sure the captain is really busy and may not have time for all your questions. If you can afford your very own ship, you must be super well off. You single?
Well, a matter of
Oh, dear
fact, I am. Oh my, I'm single and in the market. This is perfect time for this. Yeah, Bruce just got turned down. This is a bad time to talk to Bruce. I'm single and in the market.
We have to move along. Next. Last question.
Space is a lawless mess. If you could make the damn politicians fix one thing about it, what'd it be?
Our first interview as a captain. Security needs a far higher budget to keep everyone safe. I'm gonna say I'm not really the person to answer that. I don't even know what to say on that one.
Someone's gotta answer.
Thank you, Captain, for the, welcome break.
I got a question. Is it true captains have someone in every port? You know, a special someone? For l'amour? Or so...
You don't have to answer that.
Space travels is just like the romance novels. You know, it hasn't been. I'm just gonna say it's been nice to meet you
But
all.
you didn't answer.
That's all. Everyone settle back in your seats. Cut the intercom. You have the patience of a saint. This tour group is very energetic. Here's some credits for giving them such an
Thank
authentic
you.
experience. This is your captain speaking. We're about to head to our next destination. Remember, we'll be in Neon in 5 days, so don't spend all your money yet.
Astral Lounge, here I come!
Dear Lord.
That was a cool interview. That was a lot of fun. Now, where did we go? Why can't we land? Oh, there we go. Oh, open planet map. Deserted robotics lab. So that's find the artifact. Are we finding? I thought we were finding. Huh. Okay. I thought we were supposed to find Andrasia. We gotta figure out a nickname for her. Andrea? Because I struggle saying that name. Andrasia? It's a tough one.
Touching down.
For your survey mission, look for landmark, life signs, and hazard map icons using your scanner. These locations can be spread far and wide, so explore and use the scanner frequently to find them. Boost the scanner's range by starting an outpost and building a scan booster. Have we learned how to scan? Like, are they referring to...
Captain Bruce, it is pleasant to see you.
Pleasant to see you too, Bosco. Is this what they mean by scanning? Yeah, that's what they mean. Okay. Oh, these are bad. Oh. Wasn't a very stealthy approach. Okay, this gun is sick. This was the one we got in the last one. Yeah, this gun is awesome. Sarah, you're mad? Glad you're sad about it, Sarah. Seem really sad.
You're done. Stop orphan!
We need a better jetpack. They said they're not getting paid enough for this. We're barely getting paid anything. Let me up.
Where did they go?
What? Okay.
Take you down!
I feel like I'm always overweight in this game as well. Have you all noticed that? Yeah, all the time. Always overweight. Okay, I'm ready to fight.
Well, hello. There's a terminal up above, on the catwalk. Search for a way up.
Oh, that was cool. Did you all see that? I shot the jetpack and it like knocked him away. Like flew him away. That was sick.
Gonna take you up. Fall back!
What was that? You're gonna what? Didn't she say there's something up there? Like a keypad or something? Yeah. Weapon case. Okay, that's not gonna cut it. You have to choose something to where... Yep, that'll work. Then we have this one. Then we should be good. Yep.
Nicely done.
Get better. Doesn't seem that great, but I'll pick it. Wait, update for info. Recalibrate friend fall. Here we go. So now they won't fight us. And let's activate them. Come on, robots. Almost out of ammo. What do we have here? Let's use the shotgun.
I wonder how this poor soul ended up this way. Such a shame.
Easy money.
Oh no.
Waste of time. I'm in over my head. Opening fire.
I ran out of stamina on that fight. Multiple times, actually. Probably because I'm overweight.
Should we head through? Don't leave any of that behind.
Sarah, you should have learned at this point. I never hold anything behind. We also will have too much stuff to fast travel. There's that. I don't need ammo. Oh, another artifact. Oh no, where's Sandrasia? So I take it I chose the wrong location, right? Well, wrong to find who we were looking for.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find some more?
Is Sarah still complaining about how much I'm carrying? the world is that showing? So, Sarah, you're gonna have to take some stuff. Where are you?
Something you need? Want to see what I'm carrying?
How much space does she have? Wait, can we send it to ship? Oh, we can. Now that's cool. Is that new? Oh, it's because we're probably close to our ship, right? Sarah doesn't have a lot of space left. But we can still send some things to Sarah. So let's send some weapons we don't need. We don't need this. Oh, we can send it to the Frontier ship or Sarah. Let's send it to Sarah. Nova Blaster we've never used. Let's send that to the ship. Thought I sent that to the ship. Maybe not. Oh, never mind. Can we only send it to... I wish they had a better inventory management system. Well, we don't need a rock display. Why in the world do we have that? Why do I pick up the things I do? Why do we have a spaceship? A toy spaceship. What are we picking up out here? Constellation, we'll give that back to Sarah. Hopefully she's not mad. I gave that to you, Ryan. Oh. Or Bruce, sorry. She doesn't call me Ryan. Now we're at 34. We still don't have enough. We have tons of food, right? Yeah, I'd say. Well, now does she have too much? No, she's fine.
Time to go?
So now we might be able to fast travel. So she must not be here. She must be at this other planet. Unless I missed
I
her
have
there.
things for you.
Alpha Lopez, to any lift vessels. Worth, deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency, come to my farm. Urgent.
Okay. There's a quicker way to get into the world map. Maybe there is, and I just don't know how to do it. Abandoned mines. We found the artifact. This has to be what Andrea is.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Hello, Captain.
Hey, Vasco. Whoa. We just got
Watch
poisoned.
your footing around here. These types of mines can be frighteningly unstable.
Well, that's comforting.
I certainly hope there's no seismic activity
she
while
is.
we're in this cave.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
My name is Bruce. I'm not here to hurt you.
You are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Andreja is her name. Okay, she is beautiful. Looks like maybe they had good reason. It's a perfect time to meet Andreja, right after Sarah turned us down. Where have you been this whole time? Looks like maybe they had good reason.
Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Come then. Meet your death.
Andreja, I was trying to be stealthy.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Focus. And once again, we are triumphant.
Love her accent too. It's awesome. You just get so much loot in this game, but like you just don't have the space to pick it up. I know you can get you can upgrade, right? Because we just leveled up. Where is it? Backpack one? Yeah, weightlifting. But it only increases by a little bit. 25 kilograms, 50, then 100. Like, that's not much. I am going to spend one skill point to do that. Increase it by 25. Gonna increase it by 25 there. And then, what else do we... What's the objective? So... sprint for 2,500 meters while at 75%. Well, we'll have no problem doing that. I feel like we still need to be able to hack more. I mean, this. Oh, we still need to hack one. That's how bad I am at lockpicking. You know how many failed locks we've had this whole playthrough? A lot. Too many to count, honestly. Adds an optional zoom to the hand scanner, and scan distance is increased to 20 meters. That could be useful. Combat, we're feeling pretty good right now. %20 increased chance while persuading. That makes it cheaper to unlock people, so let's do that. Okay. Okay. So what was her mission?
Damn it! Last mistake.
Okay. Kinda creepy. So I wonder if there's another artifact down here. Oh, wow. This place is massive.
What's that?
That was a bad shot. You all start shooting.
Target down.
Oh no. Bad idea. Seems like a better idea.
Are you prepared to die?
How did you all get down here?
It's on now! Pay for that!
Ooh, some credits. Wait, another artifact? What? I'm gonna switch headsets here. So there was 2 artifacts? Are you serious? I must not have paid attention to what Vladimir said. I must have missed something big there. I thought he said that there was 1 artifact and then also find Andrasia. But no, there's 2. That's awesome. I don't even know if we need this stuff, but it seems like you only get this stuff when you find an artifact, right? So it plays that like short cutscene every time. It's so hard to tell what's happening when you grab the artifact. That has to be, it seems like it gets longer each time you grab one. So it's definitely telling us something. Alright, here we go.
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision?
Yes, not that I've been able to make any sense of them.
The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before.
I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done.
Well, it was either you or him, right?
It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is?
I have done all sorts of things, but I was a miner, Argos Extractors.
Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand?
100%. I've never heard that. You've got it? Mum's the word? What? Never heard that saying before. Let's say Varun Zealots?
You are unfamiliar. This is a surprise. Few have not heard of them.
I've heard of them.
They are fanatics, having taken the teachings of House Varun and twisted them into a belief that the galaxy must be wiped clean before the Great Serpent's return. So, in this I would say I have done the galaxy a favor.
They've come after you before?
Yes. It would seem they have not yet learned how much it will cost them. But then that is their fundamental problem, is it not? An inability to see anything other than the path which they have created for themselves.
You've got it.
Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you.
She didn't know what
That
I
is
said
good to
either.
know.
I don't know what Bruce
I
said.
will
either.
finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
Yeah, I like Andrasia a lot. We're going back? Oh, we're going back to the lodge, right? The game does have a nice fast travel system, and it's really quick, right? So you don't have to go onto your ship, and then go on your ship up into space, then from space, jump orbits, and then from there, dock back at Jemison. Could you imagine if you had to do that every time? It's nice that places you've already been, that you can jump straight to them. Because if it was the other way, that would have took us probably 5 minutes to get here.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo.
Oh. Well, Sarah, here's the thing. I don't remember where that is. Well, actually, no, I remember. It's this way. It's right past this medical center. So those of you wondering, there's no map. As we go to the map here, there's the planets. This is the map you have. That's all you've got. So any of the stores and stuff you've been to don't show up. You actually have to remember where they are. Oh, I wonder if we're going to be able to lockpick that. I'm going to check to see if we can lockpick that lock in the basement. We found that spacesuit. Do you think Sarah really needs ammo? Or do you think she's just saying that? I wish I remember where our parents lived. I'm gonna have to Google where our parents live because they both asked to see me multiple times. They sent me 2 notes already. If y'all remember. Alright, Sarah.
I'm sure you already know there's something to be said for brand loyalty. Only the finest collection of...
Now we could probably sell some stuff too. They don't have a great choice of weapons. So we probably need some more sniper. That's 9 by 39. I mean, we can sell that. I can't sell this one. Our parents got it for us. Gotta keep that. And they seem to be really sweet parents too. Sarah, did you buy ammo?
Hey.
Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
I thought you'd never ask. Here.
Got me a flower. Thank you.
Goodbye.
I'll never understand why there's a loading screen there. You know, we just came from the, like, you can travel this big city. Go everywhere. I guess maybe that's how they get it to run on the Xbox Series X and S. I'm sure there's reasons for it, right? It's fast. It's not like it's a huge deal. But I guess you're just not used to that anymore in gaming, right? Usually in games these days on SSDs, on the next gen consoles, usually like there's just enter a door and you go straight in, right?
Look at this place. It's just as we left it. You know, I've often wondered who keeps the lodge so meticulously clean.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's go check. Can we unlock this where was it? There was a, yeah, there's Cora. That's Cora's room, right? It wasn't there. There's the bathroom. Maybe I dreamed about that. Not for sure we saw a suit that we couldn't open yet. Oh, there it is. Or lock. Master. What if we can break it open? Tank? There's a crack in it. Yeah, I really doubt we can get it through that crack, right? Wishful thinking. Wait. What? Did we just get... Did we find a secret? There's a secret way to get that? What? Mark 1 pack. Boost pack, a Mark 1 space helmet. They're not like, they don't look like they're much better than what we have, honestly. Well, I guess they are pretty good, but what I'm seeing is how much sell value they have. Look at the sell value of this stuff. Yes, I'm grabbing all that. So there's a little but maybe shooting it had something to do with that? How did we just grab that? That has to be a secret, right? So you can bypass if you look, because you can look right through that crack. Look. It's a subtle change right there. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a cool secret. That's really cool. Okay, let's... I guess we're taking off... No, we can't get rid of our... This one has no perks on it, though. It's pointless, right? Well, it gives us a lot more... Look at the physical, energy, and electromagnetic damage reduction for defense. But, like, it looks cool. I will say that. It's an awesome-looking suit. Now, this gives us more stuff, too, but it's a basic boost pack. Do we get more boost, though? I don't think we do we? I like this one because resources weigh 25% less. Right? If we put it on, does it decrease our mass by that much? Yeah, I don't think we used the new one. Even though it does definitely give us better damage resistant, I don't think it's as good. I will say it does look really cool. And then the helmet. Yeah, our helmet's not great. No, I like the helmet a lot. We could always mod it ourselves, couldn't we? Is there a way to put it to where your spacesuit is only worn when you need to wear it? Oh! Right at the bottom. I've been looking for that the whole game. Hide spacesuit in settlements. Yeah. That's what I want. And then same thing. Can you do the same thing for helmet? Yeah. Hide helmet. Breathable areas. There you go. Okay, so we're good on that. That spacesuit is sick. What? We found it right. It's so cool. That, I'll tell you, I don't know if honestly I don't know if that's a glitch or a secret, right? Watch, it turns out you're not supposed to get that to the end game and we broke the game. Imagine. We haven't saved it in a while. We should probably save it. And I need to remember, we have.
So does Vasco belong to you now, or does he still belong to Barrett?
Oh, Vasco belongs to me.
Andrasia, thank goodness. You were worried.
We're always encumbered. All the time. I think we have a storage here. Yes? Yep. So we can put extra spacesuits here. I like that spacesuit. We can put our extra backpacks here. This one. We don't need that. And this one, I love the way this looks though. We can put the helmet in there. We'll pick the outfit we like. Nova Galactic cap. I do like the cap. I don't like that. I don't like the space trucker either. We'll keep the cap. Durables, we'll keep those. Ammo doesn't take up space. We have tons of this stuff. Let's just put all of our... Let's sort it by type. Can you not? No. Sort it by weight. Now we know where all of our food is. We haven't had to drink food once. Okay. Hey, do you all think I have a hoarding problem in this game? I think so. Hey, there's that coffee we never drank. Okay, we should be good now. 143 out of 160. I don't know if that's unlimited storage.
Thank you for your help before. We found the artifact.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader?
These artifacts really are something else.
I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Well, which one did Andreja said? I'll be honest, I wasn't paying very much attention to their argument. I'm gonna say against Mateo. I want to be with the other two. What was he even talking about? I don't even know. I phased out every word he just said. Science without it, dreams aren't possible.
Another realist has joined our
Andreja
ranks.
liked it.
I'm
Yes.
outnumbered.
The truth hurts, Mateo.
Don't look at me. You two already know my flag is firmly planted in the science camp.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andreja celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
Anytime. And for yours, I'd be happy to keep traveling with you 100%.
I
Sorry,
have
Sarah.
no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
So how many artifacts do we have? We have a lot. Geared is there a way?
Ah, hello. A good team always shares the load.
I wonder if there's a way to customize gear of them now. Well, what gun is she? Even have a gun? What if I give her a weapon? I don't have an extra weapon. Well, about that. Let's hold that thought for a second. Let's hold that thought. Well, I never used this. So what if we give this? Go here. Oh, okay. Hold on. You can equip it, but does that equip it to me, or does that equip it? So no, that equips it to me, right? There has to be a way to equip this for her companion. Has to be. There's gotta be, right? Unless I'm looking over something. There's no way that you can't customize your companion. I can hit the equip button. I guarantee that equips it for me, though. I don't want to. I'll try it.
That is all? Very well.
No, okay. No, it does go to her. Okay, that's good to know. That's really cool. Okay. So now she has the gun. Are you ready to go?
Yes?
You mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Yes, of course.
What's your favorite place in the settled systems?
You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious.
She already likes us 100 times more than Sarah. Oh, I'm glad that they perfect time they added her into the game, right? After Sarah crushes Bruce's heart, here comes Andreja. Do you ever want to captain your own ship?
I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you. And that, I think, has worked out very well.
We're on one mission, but I like your positivity and your smile. What do you like to do with your free time?
Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that.
Combat training?
I enjoy the conversation.
Was not expecting combat training
Until next time.
to be what came up in that conversation. Combat training's your hobby? What? Oh, can we throw darts? Well, wait, what did I... Wait, if you hold down X, you can... Can we throw it? Oh, we can turn it. You think Andreja's like, what in the world are you doing? They have to let you play darts, right? We haven't found one mini game yet. Play darts. What if we pick it up and then equip it? You can't. Well, that's disappointing. So it's all for looks. We need to take a nap. Our guy hasn't slept in a long time. Let's sleep a good 8 hours.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
You all have a habit of watching people sleep, don't you? First Sarah, now Andreja. I mean, okay. Maybe they sleep and they sleep on that bench and then they wake up, or maybe they watch me the entire time. Okay, now we're supposed to go back and talk to Vladimir, right? Yep. So we're supposed to go back to talk to Vladimir. We still have a couple side. We have more than a couple
Curious
side missions.
feeling.
you've seen something that no one else has? That you know something no one else does?
Okay. Moving on. Ready to go? Do it. Have another mission here. We have the Freestar Collective that I really want to do. I think we have another UC mission. Okay, yes, we have the Deputized. That's the Freestar Collective. I definitely want to do that. We have the Undercover as well. We haven't started. And we have the Industries, like the business route, it looks like. To apply for a job. We still have 4 factions missions that, or mission, we need to start 2 of them, or 3 of them. We've done a lot of the United Colonies one. But I just don't really want to help Ve Victus. So that one I might not end up going all the way through. I just do not want to work with him. I don't trust him one bit. Then we have a lot of side missions, like side mission activities. Vladimir's house. I wonder, where is that? I'm gonna see how far it is away. Oh, so a long way. Okay, let's not go there then. So his house is a long way. So first, let's finish Into the Unknown mission, right? Let's go talk to Vladimir. Right up here, right?
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
That Andrea's accent is amazing. Oh no. It's a good thing it does not make me dock, because that would have been a crash landing. We would have blew up the ship right there.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
How massive this game. So many different galaxies we have not visited yet. But we still have Sarah
boss?
on the ship, so he probably needs to go keep working at Constellations so that she doesn't get upset at us. Are you reading?
Here, I have something for you.
Really? That's nice of you.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever.
Thank you for thinking of me. She likes us better already. This is nice.
Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
Thank you. Credits. Thank you. You already know the way to Bruce's heart. Credits. That makes me sound. Yeah, that's not the way to my heart. But it does help.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Bigger one? Now we're talking. Point them at him. Point me at him.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can. but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
Land near the anomaly, use my scanner, got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Oh, so we're going back to the planet we were just on. This is a large anomaly. Still have the Terramorphs mission, and I hope there's not a time limit on that mission, but it seems like we have to use Ve Victus.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
Hold the scanner LB and look for distortions in your field of view. Follow the distortions to the source. Okay, guys, snowy. I'm gonna take a oh, creatures. Things look easy. I need to take a screenshot. I need to remember to take a screenshot. Because they're on your loading screens. I should take a screenshot of every planet I'm on. Look at my guy's face. He looks terrified. Hey Bruce, are you gonna be okay? Trying to catch it right during. Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. We need to brighten it up a bit. Now let's get back on track. I mean, everything's distorting. I don't know what it means by follow the distortions. So it's beeping faster, definitely, right? Yep. I don't mean you any harm. No harm. Let me scan you.
What does your scanner reveal?
Run away! close one. It is a snowy planet. Oh. Gain an affliction. Frostbite. Prognosis poor. Okay. Oh, is there gear that... I don't see something we could take to help. Treat burns and frostbite. Pill gel. We're cured. I gotta take a screenshot. Oh, look at that. Just beautiful. Temple Ida. Maybe I went the wrong way. Don't mind me. Okay. Or mind me. Get this view. It says we're supposed to go below. Oh my. Shotguns are amazing. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. It's in there. You all ready? This game has me hooked. I've played this game so much here in the opening early access weekend. Oh.
Those rings, are they moving? They seem to react to us.
Yeah, when I move up and down, the rings are moving. these different energy signals. And it's doing something. What in the world just happened? Wait, equip a new star power. What? What's, we get special powers? Where? Area at the top? Oh my. Anti-gravity. Generate a localized field of intense low gravity and behold a planet's true power. Cost 45 power, total power 60. We can activate it, we can fit. Oh, okay. So it takes place of weapons slot? Yes. 7 undiscovered temples. Look, if each one of these nodes is a star power, there's going to be a million of them.
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge.
More than alright. You want to see something, Bridger? Watch this.
Your abilities are truly amazing. Yes? You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask. Is that it, then?
So, how do we know how often we can use the star power? Oh yeah, we need to run. We need to keep running. We can run and explore a bit. This planet seems awesome. It's star powers now.
Do you
like,
see anything useful?
There was one point like earlier in this video where I was thinking about in my head, wow, I'd love to have secret powers. Well, it's like they read my mind. It's hard to scan this stuff, so we're only at like 50-some%. We have some creatures over here. Don't mind me. That's amazing. I'm gonna scan these as long as they don't fight me. Don't mind me. I'm not fighting you. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait, why are we building?
Should have trained more.
Did she just tell the herding crabfly grazer that it should have trained more? That's the heart we need, Andreja. That's what we've been missing.
Hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
Yeah, you have a good point. Loading? So before we go on, I want to complete that running quest so that we can carry even more. It's a resource, sealant, biomes, frozen plains, cold cave nettle. Hey, 100%. So does that mean that we can turn that data in? There's something unknown. (1,875 meters so far. It's gonna explore this planet for a while. Wait, scan this location to under... what in the world is that? this is the explorer we are, that we're gonna try to scan it before we fight it. Oh, Raja, I hope you're ready. Oh no! What are these things? Peaceful, okay. Multiple gravitational anomalies converge to this location remain locked with each other. Gravitational. What does that mean? Does that mean we unlocked a power? No. What did we get? What if we... It was worth a shot. Another one over here. There's another one over there too. I wonder if there's like something we can drink that keeps that helps us run faster. Or run longer, I guess. I don't think there is. O2 recovery, the coffee! I knew it! You love coffee. This is what I always love to do in No Man's Sky, just going around scanning planets.
And your scan shows...
Well, I wish I remembered Andreja. That was too long ago. I really don't remember what it said. %. So sealant, frozen plains, standard helix car. We already did that. This is new though, right? Frost raid? No, we scanned that 100 as well. Oh no. We make a good team, Andreja. I may pronounce your name wrong quite a bit, but doing my best. Dead, right? Oh, what we're supposed to scan is all the way up there. Huh. Can't scan it. Or did we already scan this one? Huh. It like already did it for me. Yeah, I just don't know what you're supposed to do with these. Gravitational anomaly, but what does that mean? Alien eggs. Main locked with. I was thinking like gravity might work. Anti-gravity might pull it down or something. I don't know what these do. They must just be there for looks. We found 3 gravitational anomalies that it doesn't seem like we can interact with.
I shall stand guard while you focus.
Oh, whoop. Not build right now. %100% scan, got him. That last one. That one was tough. So, teaser temperate, wary, metabolic agent, frozen plains, 50 health, abilities none. We've ran a lot of meters, but not enough. They fighting? I think they are. We got those. So how much fauna? Fauna, we got 3 out of 10. Flora, 2 out of 5. Resources, 4 out of 5. Ooh. Get away from that. I'm gonna check how close we are. Oh, we did it. I didn't even see it pop up. Yes. Wow, we just ran a lot. It's a nice little hike. Good sightseeing, good surveying. I wish I knew what to do with the gravitational anomalies.
Captain Bruce, do you require my assistance?
It is pretty cool they say our name, or at least Bosco does.
Anything I can help with?
Sarah, what? Did you get bored? Wow, this is Sarah loses it without Bruce.
Yeah? Okay.
Just hanging out on the chair.
You have my attention. Back to it then.
Okay. Where do we go now? Return to the lodge. That's what I figured. This game has been so much fun. It's one of those games I get on to play, and it's hard to stop. I mean, you all have seen how long these videos go, right? And in each recording, you see that play session. So start playing, and then I don't stop playing until the end of the video. Why do we still have toxic gas? Huh. We're good. Wait, we have no more med packs? I feel like we picked up 1,000 of them. Oh, we've used them all. So now we need, I guess, start eating food. Remember all that food I put away? Guess we'll be getting it back out.
I wonder what has happened while we have been away.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
You were right about the anomaly. Tip our ears on the tail.
It was a building, like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Oh, I'd love to do it.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
It was the temple. It did this.
So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
But we do not understand the connections. We need additional information.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
What if we do, so you can't just find all the temples for the artifacts we already have?
Not all at once. You'll need to take the home voyage after you found each one. Should hopefully have more potentials for you then.
Other planets might have gravitational anomalies. Could I just search for all of them?
You'd still need to cross-reference the artifacts we have with the data from the eye to pinpoint the source.
That seems very complicated. You think there's one temple for each artifact?
It's a strong theory. Couldn't find that planetary anomaly without the data from the artifact. We'll need one to find the other.
I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just Fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
Hey,
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
So we can get another power as well. So we have it. This is awesome. So now we're just going to keep getting new star powers, right? See what Walter has to say.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning.
I'm interested. Let's hear it.
It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect.
Oh, I'm in on that 100%.
That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
As long as the drinking comes after the negotiation, or whatever this is going to entail.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
To the Volai star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
I don't want him to be my companion, though. Travel with me. Andrea still is my companion, right?
What is it?
Yep, she is.
Ah, yes, we are done.
So Walter's going his way to the ship. Okay, so that's our mission, but Power from Beyond is another one, right? That's okay, so there's a large anomaly on a distant planet that matches the signatures of one of the artifacts. I need to find it. So we can just keep getting more and more star powers and abilities. That's cool. So I still want to do definitely I want to do all the faction stuff. Right? I'm not in a rush to mainline the main story stuff. I definitely want to go to Neon. That sounds cool. Power from Beyond. I might go ahead and do that. I want to unlock another star power. Yeah, it's not that far away.
Any adventure you can fly away from.
There's that screenshot. I wish I would have brightened it up. It's kind of, it doesn't look good when where it's so dark. That was when Bruce got his citizenship from United Colonies. This looks like a planet, straight out of Star Wars, right? This looks awesome. Oh, there's nothing here. No fauna, no wildlife, only resources. Where is it? Where is it? This way. Yep, this way. Yep. Oh, there it is. Actually, let's go ahead and get it to where we can carry more weight. Why not? Just increase it by 50. We're always constantly running out of weight. I don't like the camera shaking first person. I don't know about you all. Uranium. Gotta take a picture up here. This is a cool planet. I wish in the photo mode you could also like have your companion stand beside you. You can't really tell your companion where to stand, right? It's always dark. Maybe we just do everything at night on these planets. We haven't saved it in a while, and we've done a lot. Let's definitely save it. Whoa.
Promise not to laugh if you need to jump up and down to stay warm.
Thanks, Trajan. I missed it. That's so cool. Personal atmosphere we got. Oxygen pure and clean, brought forth to breathe deep and counteract harmful carbon dioxide. Oh, so to help you run more. So what gun do we never use? We haven't used this sniper. This 50, that 50 caliber is gonna be nice, and we need to probably use that more. That's our legendary pistol, right? We never use our melee. Oh, so does he keep just like pointing them out to us? This is a really cool planet. Such a beautiful game. This might be a good picture. Like taking it. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Maybe have him like raise his arms up in the air. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Maybe brighten it up a bit. Yep. What do y'all think? That's awesome. Let's go ahead back then. So let's go back all the way. Wait, this is a new one, right? On VIC? Isn't that new? It's not the one we just did. I don't think. Or yeah, we might have. Let's see, actually. Yeah, that's where we are, right? No, where are we? Oh no, we're going to another planet. So we can go grab that. Telling you, you start playing this game. Actually just hit here. And clear out. Oh, we'll just travel to it.
Find the interior of this ship comforting.
Yeah, look, she likes our ship and everything. Dreja loves us. I love her too already. Why is it not showing it? Oh, I'm missing something. Let's Oh, we went to the wrong one. That makes more sense now. It's important to appreciate that we've went all over the galaxy, right? You really feel like a captain. Looking for powers now? Like, it's easy to forget when you fast travel that you are traveling like you kind of can lose the grasp of how big this game is. Because you fast travel everywhere. But it's important to recognize that we've traveled like I don't even know how many light years. There's that picture with Sarah on Mars. We'll never forget it.
Setting down, everything in the green.
I don't think we've seen a planet like this. Kind of looks like the moon. Oh, look how beautiful. Now wait, why is it saying open scanner? I know how to do it. Why is it? Look at this. Look at this beauty. What did it say we're supposed to do? Did it want us to build an outpost? Is that what it wanted? No. Would this even be a good planet to create? Oh look, there it is, right? Gotta be it. We can run for longer now. We've been hitting the weight room. Oh, a low gravity planet. Look at this. We're hungry for star power. Save it. Temple Beta. That one. Gotta take a screenshot here. We haven't captured this, but I want to remember one of these. Like, this looks pretty cool. I mean, that actually looks awesome. Here you go. Huh. Here we go. Gravity wave. He made a gravitational force strong enough to propel almost anything or anyone. You can use it to knock people, like, that is awesome. Do we have room for that one? Well, we can replace the cutter, because it automatically... Doesn't it automatically equip the cutter when you hit LB? I mean, we never used the drum gun. Or this one.
Even when I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to...
Oh, so the blue thing underneath the health is the star power. Let's see what this does. Oh, this is what allows us unlimited running, right? Yeah. What? For a pretty good amount of time too. And if you have CO2 gained, you could probably just hit it and it reverses it. That's pretty cool. I need to better organize all my weapons. This is probably driving some of you crazy, like... What's the last weightlifting goal? $5,000 miles? We can do that. Wait, couldn't we just... You could run forever. Is... Like, watch. Like, we're gaining a lot of CO2, right? Gaining CO2. But... And now it's done. And then it's just going to recharge back at the bottom right. You can run forever. This is incredible. Because our star power is going to be charged once we build up full CO2. I love this. You just have to listen to Bruce struggling. Yeah, that's amazing. Run to this anomaly. I still can't believe there's no vehicles, or at least I haven't found a vehicle yet. Like, this is a massive exploration game, amazing spaceship customization, but there's no land rovers? Oh. Duty calls. I get all tore up. Andrea wants to talk.
We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
It was beautiful. I've never imagined such a place.
Then it seems fitting that you were the one to discover it. Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
I'm gonna say there's no way humans were responsible for that.
It is hard to argue, but the implications... I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you alright? Have you felt any side effects?
You think there'll be side effects?
How can any of us know what will happen? This is the definition of unprecedented, is it not?
No, I feel great. Better than ever.
A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts that temple this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized.
We've only gotten this far by working together. I like that one.
Yes, you are right. And if we continue to work together, perhaps we can start to explain some of this. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
"75% surveyed," it says. There's not much on this planet at all. Geophysical feature.
Any interesting results?
Oh, so you get experience from finding okay. I never noticed that before. I don't think there's anything else on this planet. There's another gravitational place over here. Is there a storm coming in here? Kind of looks like a sandstorm. I do wonder if there's like really harsh environments in this game. Poor Andreja, she's probably like, what did I get myself into? We're just running full sprints for 2,000 meters at a time. The 2,500. And then we're gonna be max weightlifting. That might be the best power. I don't know if like the powers are in the same order for everybody that plays this game, or if that's all random. But this one's really good. Okay, this place looks fancy up here. Or maybe that's just what it looks in this lighting. I think that's the same thing we just found back there. Yeah, another gravitational anomaly. Hoping to find a ship or something here. There's no wildlife here either. Since we're just running now, should we just run and explore? See how far we can go? I am interested in seeing that. Then I know you can discover the whole planet, right? But like you have to like land somewhere else or move to the, it's broken up in sectors. This has been such a fun episode though. We've done a lot in these 2.5 hours. This looks like loot over here. Most useful star power so far. There's one that allows you to fly. What's this? Boring planet to run on, but at least we're not getting chased. At least something's not trying to kill us. Oh.
Kind of power. I'm glad it is in your hands.
Thank you, Andreja. Frostbite. Okay, we found something. Unknown landmark. Structure. Wonder if we'll find a new ship there. Look how in shape Bruce is. We've been on a dead sprint for 5 minutes? 7 minutes? Probably longer than that. He's trained for this his whole life. Negative 102 degrees. 120, negative 122 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Look at this place. What is this? We did it. We did it. We can max out weightlifting. Increase total carrying capacity by 100 kilograms. Gain 50% resistance to stagger. Yes. I don't know if this is... Take a screenshot. Oh, you can't do photo mode while aiming? What a beautiful game. Like an outpost of some sort. Oh, they're not bad. Oh, that's good.
Hey, stranger. Got some work for you if you're interested.
Wait, what?
We came here to chase a tip. Turns out that tip wasn't worth a single cred, and transport won't be back for months. There's nothing for us here. Think you could give a few poor dusties a lift back to civilization?
Hop on board. I'll get you where you need to go.
Great. We'll see you aboard.
Now, if you tried to steal my ship...
Pardon. Let us try not to be responsible for any industrial-sized accidents while we are here.
I agree, Andreja. She's been a great addition to the team.
Excuse me?
How many people are we transporting? Is it really considered stealing if they're all leaving? Like, okay, I guess it is.
We should
What do
not
I
leave
know?
valuables behind.
No, I agree. What? Go back to the ship?
It is good to be back in our own ship.
Take them to the nearest settlement. There it is. This like game is insane how big it is.
Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete.
I wonder what they consider contraband.
You are clear to land at New Homestead.
New Homestead? So is this a city? A settlement, right? We're finding a new place. Is this the planet we're going to? No, that's New Atlantis, right? Yeah, that's definitely outside New Atlantis. Beautiful screenshot, though.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. And enjoy your...
Where'd they say to go? Here?
There is value to be found in looking back through history, provided one does not cling too tightly to it.
Welcome to New Homestead.
Thank you.
Heads up, we take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Speak with Luther.
Enjoy your visit here.
Luther.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its traditions.
If you'll pardon me,
I'm
not in the mood to
beautiful
talk.
skies and fresh air. My, how I'd love to visit one day.
Oh, I could really go for some onions cooking over at the Brown Horse.
Oh, so they have their own plants and...
My daddy says farming is really important, but I kind of want to do other things.
Your dad, Luther?
Hello? I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you?
No, not if you don't want me to.
Oh, thank you! I promise it'll be fun. I like talking to tourists. I get to learn so much about everywhere else, and they get to learn about here. Now what should we talk about? Bye!
You don't like how I just casually just end the conversation.
Damn power's on the fritz again. Joyce always seems to need help clearing ice off me.
Luther. Down here. Oh, so we weren't even in the new homestead. Like, this part is actually the new homestead.
It's been a while since I last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks' favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I really don't know. I was told to talk to you. Running out of Chunks special sauce sounds like a problem.
If I'm completely honest, it is. And people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some. But they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
If you just need someone to get it, I could do that for you.
Wait, for real? You do that? You're not pulling my leg?
Yeah, no problem. Just tell me where to go.
Oh, yeah, right. I actually just got a message back from another Chunks before you got here, and they got a case ready to go for me. Just tell them you're there to pick it up for me, and it should be good to go. Thanks.
So, we're becoming a space...
It's one thing to learn about
colony
life.
So there's the mission board. Trackers Alliance, that's the bounty board. Oh no, that's how you clear your bounty, okay.
Well, what did we think of the tour?
Very informative.
Hello there.
The methane
The
harvesters
museum
before
here
coming
is free to everyone.
Brown Horse Tavern, was it, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It has a quaint
Did you know the
charm,
museum
doesn't
here
it?
is full of old Earth artifacts? Cool, huh?
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us again sometime. And
If you're looking to trade, I'm happy to help. Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Yes, I am. Yes, this is my first time here.
Oh, nice. You know, it's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge.
This is so cool.
I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you.
I just want to see what you have to sell.
Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale.
Spaceships we don't need. Now that one looks cool. Now that actually looks really cool. +5 O2 recover as well. How much is it? 213? That's not much at all. That looks better than what we wear now. Could get a cowboy hat as well. Yeah, I'm buying this. I kind of want the cowboy hat too when we go for the 3-star collective. It's cheap. And do you have med pack? Clearly don't have it. Now sell. We probably have some stuff to sell. Exotic bottle we don't need. Those are our crafting items, right? We don't have much to sell, honestly. I never use knives.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I feel like I need to always sell stuff.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. We'll freeze solid without the proper protection.
That's not good. I feel like I always need to sell stuff at UC, at New Atlantis, because I have citizenship there, so it's supposed to be cheaper, right?
Why, hello there! I'm Bill Starsap of Starsap Tours. Let me tell you. For instance, dude,
I'm out.
have a good one.
I can't imagine living here. These people sure are hard.
Wait, can we play pool?
Well, I suppose this is one way to make a living. And if New Homestead deems it necessary.
Can't believe you can't play
Welcome
darts
to the
or
Brown
pool.
Horse.
You know, we used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here.
If there's
I wonder
anybody to
how
recruit.
they can live anywhere else.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
It's so cold here.
Won't even let me look at this.
Guess
guy.
I should have expected that.
Yeah. It's a big. I'm sad you can't play pool or darts. It doesn't seem like there's any mini games. Well, let's go ahead back to the ship. Where do we need to travel next? This mission? Actually, let's go talk to Power from Beyond.
Will we be taking off?
You are entering
Wait. Why can I do it? Is there talking to me?
colony space.
Yeah.
Maintain
Oh.
course and prepare to be scanned. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
I'm part of the United Colonies. Wait, am I supposed? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Oh, is he up in the air now? Okay, so he's back where he was.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Clean dock. Andreja always
Captain
compliments
Gross,
you too.
greetings.
Greetings, Vasco.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young. Oh, sore. One too many squats.
Got one too many squats. I've got some survey data.
Let's deal.
I should. Yeah, I do. So so when you survey a whole planet, I think 1,125 credits. Okay, we need to start exploring. That's a lot. Was hoping you could point me to another artifact.
The eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
We're just gonna go all the star powers in the game. Make a full star power build. I think this is a good place to end this video though.
How's it going?
Will Constellation make it without Sarah? Should we take her off the ship for a while?
Got something for me?
We probably should. Because we probably need to move our crew around a little bit. So who do we have on the ship? Okay, those are what we have on the ship. And Gideon. Okay, we need Barrett probably on the ship. Starship Engineering Max. Particle Beam 3. Robotics 2. Been nice not hearing from the that fan in a while, right? Selmco is good at piloting. You hire a ship person? Oh, no, it's outpost engineering. Marika was the particle beam weapons. We don't really need that. And we spent a lot of money to hire Marika. What does Sarah bring? Astrodynamics, leadership, lasers, botany. I mean, we can keep it for now. Even though I think Barrett might be better on the ship. Right? Yeah, we can't put him on the ship, so we'd have to unassign Sarah. We'll keep her for now. But I think this is a great place to end this video. Thank you all so much for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, and you can check the full playlist down in the description. See if there's other videos in this series. But this series has been a blast. I am absolutely loving this game. I can't stop playing it. It's fantastic. Like, this game has so much to offer, and we barely scratched the surface on it. We will probably do the Freestar Collective side missions in the next one, and maybe continue the United Colonies after getting a few star powers as well. But I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.